What is the hardest part of sharing this for you? The most vulnerable part of this for you?
Because people are, oh man. Well, like, you know, people are still living that was living back then. So, like friends, relatives, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like, so it's just really hard for me to live in it, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if people knew that this was going on or if they saying, boy, you dumb if you think we didn't know. So I find a hard time still.
What part of it? Because
the hard parts of it, if I must say, the hard parts of the film that I had to deal with my mom and stuff like that. So I don't know if, I think right now, just like, so, okay, this is a great way. We've been doing.
Saying, I don't want to spoil it either. But when we're talking about at the beginning of like how circumstances, what is our other choice? You show the choice of a young child whose mother is
and
battling
it almost
addiction.
Look like, if I tell somebody that story, like, come on, man, you could have thought of another way. You could have done something else. But honestly, in the position that I felt like I was in, I felt like this was the only choice I had. And so when I showed this in Atlanta at the film festival in Atlanta, I had my head down the whole time. When I show it, which I'm going to show it here up in New York, I don't know people. I'm not really embarrassed. Like, you don't know me. You can't judge me. You just, you know, you're looking at the receipt right now. So I'm not even really, but at home, I had a moment because I see people that's from my neighborhood, because I'm inviting everybody out to see so I'm seeing people from my neighborhood or friends or even relatives, you know what I'm saying? And so just trying to navigate through that therapeutically, like, is just where I'm at with that right now, man. Like, I've had people, this is something that reveals truth about, you know, people that I say wear masks, you know, you know, most of the day. You know, we come out, I smiled my way through high school, literally smiled my way. I didn't make a C, he know this too, till I got to college. And I made it on purpose so I could feel like an average person.
You made a C like a grade?
Yes, I was like, but all through high school, I made an A and B. I made A's and B's, and you can ask my mom. She didn't have to be my alarm clock. I went because I wanted to go. I got my scholarship on my own from playing basketball.
You said you got a C because you just wanted to feel like everybody else.
How normal people
You wanted
feel.
to feel average
Man,
for a second?
I'm not going to cap you down. My transcript will show, but I'm just trying to tell you, like, and then I went to school because I like to dress. I like females, obviously. I like to have, you know, put it on. So you're looking at somebody that I can explain like this. I went to juvenile possession of cocaine at 15, and I have a college degree in psychology. It's not that many people that have that spectrum. And so it's a lot of stuff between those two.
What can you tell me about you as young you, and that we do see a version of it in this movie, but without specifics about exactly what happened, just your relationship with your mother? As a young boy.
Oh, she like my ride or die.
Were you like that as a little kid though too?
Yeah, because that's where the titty boy name come from. Because I was I'm like a titty bear. I just be sitting up on her while they trying to play cards, smoking cigarettes, drinking, doing whatever they doing. I just want to get out the way because, you know, that's my rock. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why it was really hard to tell that story, because I didn't want to disrespect her feelings either.
How did she react when she saw it?
Well, I had the movie like 2 months before I was able to show it to her. She would come to the house. I just want to show it. I showed my wife. Let me show my kids. And then
she came to the set.
Yeah, she was there while we shot, but she wouldn't come inside because the house was hot. But she was there the whole time. And then I finally showed it to her just to get her nod, because I didn't want to show it to the whole public without her or it being her first time. And I just started learning so much more that I learned so much more that I had no clue about her and my father's relationship, where they got married, how they met, just stuff that you don't even, I guess, ask your parents. Isn't
that interesting that we sometimes could go our whole life with a story in our head, and until you sit your parents down as an adult?
Yeah, I never knew.
Yeah. And the funny part is as we get older, they give you more details. They fill in the certain blanks.
But if you don't ask or you don't create moments to have those conversations, you could really never learn.
I don't think you just wake up and be like, Mom, so how did you beat this guy? You know, you just
That's so funny. He called me one day. He said, "Cut, I just found out how my parents met, man."
It was.
He said,
how was it?
Do that?
Yeah,
I was like,
my mom, she said she dreamed about him or some little story, and here he come, and then he got incarcerated, and they kept in touch, and some other stuff. But yeah, I think, Mom, y'all got married in prison, I think, right? Yes, I didn't even know that till 2025.
That's true. They got married in
I'm
prison.
a whole 40-some-year-old man.
How long was your father away for? Most of your life, right?
Yeah, he was in and out. But he's still like, I never. Okay, so I'm from the era, and I'm sure we're all from the era of, man, fuck my daddy, man, fuck that. You know, like my whole neighborhood was like, because it was just like,
that was the norm.
That was the norm. Fuck my dad, and I just would not say it. Bro.
Really?
I never said it. No matter how long he would be gone, we would do this thing. Like if my mom took me to see him in prison, he would put his hand on the glass, and just to kind of see how tall I was or how big I was getting, you know what I'm saying? So it was a little, and I would go back and see him, and it looked like, you know, he would be aging, but you know, he always had some game and, you know, something to tell me. So it wasn't like he was completely out of my life, you know what I'm saying? And in the last 7 years of his life, I picked him up he went to prison in his 70s, I think. He was just like the 60s, 70s. So the last time he went, I picked him up, I said, look, nigga, stop. You know what I'm saying? Come stay with me. Stay with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, we get out, get him go to Verizon, get him a cell phone. He got like 9,000 saved up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he stayed with me. He still got out, started hanging with my friends. He trapping with my friends. You know what I'm saying? It just was like, my dad passed away. I found 2 pounds of weed. 6 guns. I don't even know why you got 6 guns. My cousin go over there. She go to sleep, wake up. Oh, my God, it's a gun under the pillow. What was wrong with your father? Why would he have a gun? So it just, all of these. I found we had a pipe that busted upstairs, so we had to redo the whole basement. Man, one of the Migos come up. Yo, so Migo, here you go right here. It's money that he done stashed in a room, in a closet. Mama come get all the money from me. You know, he owe me that. He owe me that.
It's the least he can do for her.
So I did have a lot of great experiences, you know, even though he wasn't there. And this is just how it was supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? How it turned out is like, I learned a lot from the streets, too.
You know what's so interesting, though? It's like, so you talk about your mom, and the part we do say is that in her addiction and all the things that brought to your life, but you love your mom so much, like they call you titty boy.
Yeah,
no, not everybody. Some people do, but they have a complicated, distant. It turns. Not everybody puts their arms around those type of situations. Your mom was dealing with addiction, but you held on tighter. Your dad's in prison. You just said you held on tighter while everybody in the neighborhood. That says something about you, I think.
I ain't look at it like that.
You know what I'm saying? You know how many people are like you said, fuck my father, or they get angry at their mother.
But even when, to the thing that, you know, you're kind of dancing around, it's a reason from protection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And trying to protect
everybody, that
behavior, that addictive, you know what I mean?
Yes.
In a child's mind.
Yeah, and look at it.
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying?
Cause see, yeah. That's a good one. Yeah.
You know? And that's what I mean by those layers.
Yeah.
You know, and it's interesting when people see the film, I mean, from all walks of life, everyone we were talking to remember we was having that meeting one time and it might have been a different type of thing, but that addiction, you know, a woman she got emotional in the room.
Whole white lady, like I was something
similar. My mom and blah, blah, blah. So it's one of those things.
What does the movie bring up for you? Like, what was your childhood like in comparison to like telling this story?
You know, in terms of the love and like protection over, you know, Mom Dukes, like, I mean, I have a different experience. You know, my father only met my father once.
Me too.
Really?
Look at us.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Look how we bond.
Look at our bond.
That's trippy.
Wait, when did you meet yours?
I met my father once when I was 12.
Oh.
And that was it.
Good old Epps.
Yeah, good. Right. Good old
Your Epps dads is really out here.
Good old Epps.
Yeah, and you guys did extraordinary. Like, considering the circumstances, y'all did extraordinary.
Well, I think that, you know, I think that's our mothers, you know.
The mothers, yeah.
That word there that held it down, fought through how they could, you know what I mean? And we were, you know, fortunate, but we both put in the work. That's why I always talk to him about, like, don't nobody see the work.
For more episodes, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, comment, and we'll see you on the next IRL podcast.